Welcome back, children. Now we are moving on to a new topic, that is dividing with money, and we'll be dealing with some word problems based on this topic. Okay. Dividing with money. This is normal division. Only thing, what is the difference? You're getting a rupee sign over there. That's all. So in your answer also there should be the rupee sign. Okay. So we're going to start the division. First question. It is 114 divided by 3. Rupees 114 divided by 3. So first you will divide, and in the final answer you just put the rupee sign. Okay. So here starting with the first digit, 1 is smaller than 3, so we will take 11. How many times 3 will go in 11? 3 3s are 9. Write the 3 above the last digit that you have taken right now. What is the last digit that you have taken? 1. The second one. Okay. 3 3s are 9. When you minus 11 minus 9, you get 2. Bring down 4. 3 stable, where you get 24? Yes, 8 3s are 24. When you minus, you get 0. So what is the amount? It is rupees 38. The answer is rupees 38. Okay. Now, this is a different type. Here you have to be very careful when you are dividing. Here you have the rupees and you have the paise column. This is rupees. Rupees 49.50. 49 rupees 50 paise. To be very careful when you are dividing. Starting with the first digit 4. 4 is smaller than 9, so we cannot start our division. So we will take 49. Yes? Now 49. 9 stable. Find a number less than 49. Where you will get? Yes, 5 9s are 49. Where will I write that 5? You have to be very careful, especially when you have a decimal point. 5 should be written above 9, because 9 is the last digit that you have taken now, right now. Okay, 49. We took 49. So 9 is the last digit, right? So you have to put on top of that. 5 9s are 45. When you minus, you will get 4. Then you will bring down 5. But you can see a decimal point here. Straight on top, put a decimal point in the answer also. In the quotient, straight on top. Don't put it anywhere else. Just straight on top, put the decimal point. Then only you will write the next quotient. Understood, children? Straight on top. Okay. So, what do you get? Now you are getting 45. We already found out 9 stable. Where you are getting 45? 5 9s are 45. So, 5 9s are 45. Again, when you minus, you get 0. Bring down 0. 0 is smaller than 9. It doesn't go in 9 stable. What should we do? Immediately put 0. So what is the answer? Rupees 5.50. 5 rupees 50 paise. See, children, what would have happened if you had put this 5 over here? Suppose it was 49.50 and you divided with 9. Instead of putting 5 on top of 9, if you put 5 over here, what happens? For the next number, quotient, you will write it over here, and then only you will put the decimal point. And then you will put 0. What happened? Your answer became wrong. 49 you are dividing with 9. How will you get a bigger number? You should get a smaller number. You are dividing it, isn't it? So you should get a smaller number. So be careful when you are writing the quotient. Okay? Next question. 237.50 divided by 5. Five stable is very easy, isn't it? Starting with 2, you cannot start the division. So you will take 23. 5 stable, find a number less than 23. Yes, 4 5s are 20. Now where will I write that 4? Above 2 or above 3? Above 4. Sorry, above 3. You should write it above 3. 3 is the last digit that you have taken now. So 4 5s are 20. When you minus, you get 3. Bring down 7. Find a number less than 37 in 5 stable. Yes, 7 5s are 35. 7 5s are 35. When you minus, you get 2. Bring down 5. Now before writing the next quotient, you have a decimal point. Straight on top, put the decimal point. Okay. Now 5 stable, where you get 25? 5 5s are 25. When you minus, you get 0. Bring down 0. Again 0 does not goes in 5 stable. Immediately put 0. So what is the answer? Rupees 47.50. Be careful when you are writing the question. Okay. So now we move on to some word problems. Answer the following. If 7 ice creams cost rupees 129.50, what does 1 ice cream cost? You have learned in smaller classes how do we understand it is a division problem. They'll give you for more and they'll ask you for 1, isn't it? So see, they have given you for more. They've given you the cost of 7 ice creams and they're asking you the cost of 1. So what is it? It is a division problem. So write the statement. Cost of 7 ice creams. Cost of 7 ice creams equal to rupees 129.50. The question is, what is the cost of 1 ice cream? Cost of 1 ice cream. What should you do? You have to divide rupees 129.50 divided by 7. Final answer should be in rupees because they have asked you the cost. So now we'll divide and see. 129.50 divided by 7. Starting with the first digit 1. 1 is smaller than 7, so you'll take 12. 7th table, find a number less than 12. 7 ones are 7. 1 should be written above 2 because 2 is the last digit that you have taken. So 7, you minus 12 minus 7, you will get 5. Bring down 9. 7th table, a number less than 59. Yes, 7 8s are 56. So write 8 above 9, 56. When you minus, you get 3. Bring down 5. Before writing the next quotient, don't forget to put the decimal point straight on top. Now, 7th table, where you get 35? Yes, 7 5s are 35. 7 5s are 35. When you minus, you get 0. Bring down the next 0. 0 is smaller than 7, so immediately put 0. So, what is the cost of 1 ice cream? Rupees 18.50. Rupees 18.50. Okay. Next question. If 9 crayon boxes cost rupees 129.50, how much does 1 box of crayon cost? Same, isn't it? 9 crayon boxes cost rupees 129.50. How much does 1 box of crayon cost? So write the statement. Cost of 9 crayon boxes, that is equal to rupees 129.50. So cost of 1 crayon box, that is rupees 129.50 divided by 9. Answer should be in rupees because they have asked you the cost. Now we'll divide and see. $129.50 divided by 9. Okay. Starting with the first digit, 1 is smaller than 9. So you'll take 2. Sorry, it is the question is wrong, children. It is 2. The number is wrong over there. It is 229.50. Please change the question. It is 229.50 divided by 9. Okay. So, starting with 9, starting with 2, 2 is smaller than 9, so you will take 22. Find a number from 9's table less than 22. 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27, which is bigger. So, you will go for 9 2s are 18. 2 should be written above the second 2 because you have taken 22 together. Now, when you minus 22 minus 18, that is 12 minus 8, you will get 4. Bring down 9. 9's table, find a number less than 49. 5 9's are 45. 5 9's are 45 minus, you will get 4. Bring down 5. Don't forget to put the decimal point. Now, 9's table, where you get 45? Again, 5 9's are 45. When you minus, you get 0. Bring down the next 0. So, put 0 in the quotient. So, what is the cost of one crayon box? It is rupees 25.50. Okay, children? So, you have a homework question, similar type. If 3 storybooks cost rupees 188.25, how much does one storybook cost? Okay, write the statement and find out the answer. Now, children, exercise 4G. After you do this question, exercise 4G, there is question number 1. You have to do question A. The question is find the unit price of each. Exercise 4G, page 86. In that question 1, find the unit price of each. Unit price means you have to find the cost of 1 each. Unit price means 1. Unit is 1. Find the cost price of 1. So, they are given you the cost of 3 balls. You have to find out the cost of 1 ball. Given you cost of 5 umbrellas, you have to find the cost of 1 umbrella. Given you the cost of 9 pens, you have to find the cost of 1 pen. They given you the cost of 8 erasers, you have to find the cost of 1 eraser. Okay. So, after you do this question, you will do that question number 1 in your notebook. Okay. Now, we are moving to another set of word problems, that is exercise 4H. First question, rupees 320 was to be spent on CDs. Rupees 320 was to be spent on CDs. Okay. If 8 CDs were bought, what was the cost of each CD? They given you the cost of 8 CDs. What is the cost of 8 CDs? Rupees 320. 8 CDs was costing rupees 320. They are asking you what is the cost of each CD. Each CD means 1 CD. Okay, children. So, you will write the statement, cost of 8 CDs, cost of 1 CD, and get the answer. Okay, children. So, do that question, you will do it as homework. Now, I will come to the next question. This one I will explain to you. Rahul has rupees 183. How many ice creams? Costing rupees 7. Costing rupees 7. How many ice creams? That means the cost of all the ice creams is rupees 7. Okay. Can be bought. How many ice creams costing rupees 7 can be bought? How many ice creams can he buy? He is having rupees 183 with him. The cost of the ice cream, one ice cream is rupees 7. So, if he wants to buy the next ice cream, that is also rupees 7. If he wants to buy the third ice cream, that is also rupees 7. So, like that, how many ice creams can he buy? What you should do? You should divide. Yes, to get the number of ice creams, you should divide. Then they ask you one more question. How much money will be left over? From where will you get that answer? Yes, the answer, the remainder will give you the answer. So, write the statements, children. Amount, this is a short form of amount. Amount Rahul has, that is equal to rupees 183. Okay. Then cost of one ice cream. Cost of one ice cream, that is equal to rupees 7. So, how many ice creams? Number of ice creams that can be brought. What you have to do? You have to divide it. Rupees 183 divided by rupees 7. Divide and see what is that you are getting. 183 you divide by 7. What do you get? How many times 7 goes in 18? 2 times. 2 7s are 14. When you minus, you get 4. Bring down 3. Again 6 times 7, you get 42. Balance, you get 1. So, how many ice creams he can buy? He can buy 26 ice creams. Then there was a question, how much money will be left over? How much money is left over? Money left over, that is equal to rupees 1. Understood, children? The question was, he had rupees 183. How many ice creams costing rupees 7 can he buy? So that is from that it is understood, or the cost of all the ice cream is rupees 7. So like that, how many ice creams can he buy? You have to divide. You will get 26 ice creams, and then the money that is left over is 1. Okay. Now coming to the next question. 4 children share the cost of buying decorations for their friend's birthday. 4 children. If the decorations cost rupees 87, how much money does each child have to pay? The total cost of the decoration is 87 rupees. Okay. Number of children is 4. So how much does each child have to pay? What do you have to do? You have to divide. And then they are asking you how much more money will be needed. I will come to that. First we will divide and see what is the answer. First statement, cost of the decorations. Cost of the decorations, that is equal to rupees 87. Okay. Then if you want, you can write number of children is equal to 4, or doesn't matter. So amount each child has to pay. Amount each child has to pay. What you have to do for that? You have to divide rupees 87 divided by 4. Answer should be in rupees because they are asking you the amount. So divide and see. 87 divided by 4. 2 4s are 8. When you minus, you get 0. Bring down 7. 1 4s are 4. When you minus, you get 3. So how much does each child has to pay? Each child will be paying rupees 21. Okay. So see what is happening, children. When each child is paying rupees 21, 4 children, there are 4 children. So see what will be the total amount? 21 into 4. 4 children are paying 21 each. So what is the total amount that they will be getting? They will be getting only 84 rupees. But what is the cost of the decoration? It is 87 rupees. So how much more money will be needed? They will need 3 more rupees, isn't it? That you are getting in the remainder. See, the remainder you are getting rupees. So you will write more money needed. More money needed, that is equal to rupees 3. Each child is paying 21 rupees. Like that 4 children are there. So 4 children altogether it will become only 84 rupees. So they need 3 more rupees to buy the decorations. So that is there in that answer. In the remainder you can see it is 3 is coming. So the more money needed is rupees 3. Understood, children? Now this is the last question. Aparna and 3 of her friends bought a video game for rupees 392. Aparna and 3 of her friends. So total how many children? 4 children. So you have to do the calculation with 4. Okay. What was each friend's share? How much did each of them give? 4 friends are there. How much did each of the friends give? What you have to do? You have to divide. So you will do that for homework. Okay, children. So that is the last question in division. The chapter is over. Children, practice more questions in division at home. There are many questions in your textbook. Practice it. Practice word problems also. And complete the homeworks. Okay, children? Thank you.